Hi everyone, it's Cathy Zielske. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I've got a card featuring a gorgeous wildflower frame from Gina Designs and a little emboss resist with ink blending. I'm excited to show this project to you because I think it's pretty cute. I'm just going to say it. I hope you agree. Let's take a look at the products. The stamp set is called Whimsical Wildflowers, and it features two frame borders. They are not identical, so you can use them both together as I did, or you can make them match however you like. But there are also a whole series of sentiments for many different occasions. I'm creating a wedding card today, but you can use this for sympathy or birthday. It's really all-purpose, and the sentiments are very delicate and just very elegant. For colors today, I'm going to use Dusty Rose, Sweet Mango, and Sweet Corn, a favorite combo for me with Gina's inks. I'm also going to be using some of Gina's embossing ink, which has been a fantastic find. Two powders, I'll be using Fine Detail Gold and White. And I got a little post-it tape here as well. A couple life-changing brushes to apply my color. And I'll also be using a little gold confetti to finish off my card project today. For my cardstock, I'm going to be using some of Gina's heavy base weight cardstock and a few other supplies as we go. So let's jump in. The first thing I'm going to do is use my MISTI to get the first wildflower frame lined up. And I think it's important to make sure it's straight. So I bring that corner in, hold that stamp down to make sure it does not move. And then I'll bring in the second stamp because I really do want these to be different from top to bottom. And I'll get that lined up just about so. Go ahead and pick that up with my MISTI door. Next, I will take my embossing magic and lay down a nice little coating of powder because I really just want my powder to stick where I am stamping my embossing ink. And this is Gina's embossing ink. I'm going to ink up the stamps really well because I only want to stamp this once. I don't want to lose any of the beautiful, elegant detail. And then I'll bring in my Swiffer cloth. This I just keep when I'm cleaning up, but it's great for putting even, smooth pressure on the MISTI door. I'll add some of Gina's Fine Detail White powder, just sprinkle that right on. And I'm holding it with the little clothespin. I learned that from Gina too. She's got so many good ideas. And there's the beautiful impression. Now, quickly, just tap that on that folded piece of paper and funnel it right back in the jar. My heat tool is nice and hot, and I'll just work my way around until all areas of the image have been melted and the powder is all smooth and shiny. Just like that. It's a really pretty image. Now, before I add ink color, I'm going to stamp the sentiment. Now, you can't really see it as well in the MISTI here, but I'm looking to make sure it's lined up right in the center, that little space that I left open. And I'm going to stamp this down as well with Gina's embossing ink. Give it a very light press because it's very delicate. I don't want to smush it. And now I'm going to add the gold powder to where I stamped. Tap all the excess off, and then I will quickly heat set that right in the center. And now I've got two tones of embossing powder on my piece. It looks really good. Next, I'm taking a piece of post-it tape and placing it right on the edge of the images on the top. I'm just doing one side at a time. And I want to make sure that's perfectly overlapped so that now I can load up my brush and then start adding the ink. Now, I'm using a really light hand here. I'm not going heavy-handed because I want this to be a very soft effect on the card. I don't want it to extend to the edges, so I'm starting a little heavier right by the tape and then gently working that color up. I really want it to have a soft fade, so a little darker by the tape and then gently blending out. And you just kind of keep going until it looks, how you think it should look, but I just didn't want the ink to go to the edge of the cardstock. So I'm really working to keep it soft and going back over, adding a little bit of a darker color closer to the tape with that soft fade and blending them together a little bit. Then I'll take my paper towel and just wipe over to get all of the ink that pooled up on top of the embossed image. And there's not much, but there's always a little. And then peel and reveal that crisp line that has the sentiment nice and white in the center there. I'll take a new piece of tape, cover up the line on the other side and just repeat the process. And I'm going in the same order so the orange stays in the middle and both the yellow and pink are on opposing corners. I just thought that was a really pretty way to create some visual symmetry from top to bottom. And that is how the blending turned out. I think it's really pretty, very soft. Next, time to make the card base. And I'm going to score this at 4 1/4. So this is going to be more of a landscape orientation. This is US A2 sized, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I'll take a little purple tape to keep my card closed while I'm working on it. I usually do this. You can use repositionable adhesive as well, but I need things to be flat. Next, I'm going to take the blended panel and add a little dot runner to the back. This is also from Gina K Designs and Thermoweb. I always double check to make sure I'm taping it on the right side. Does that make sense? That the fold's at the top. But I love using my Score Buddy to do this, to line up panels quickly. It has that little edge and you can use it to press your piece right into the corner. And just like that, a perfectly lined up panel on a card base. To finish off the card, I've got a little connect glue and I'm going to add just a few sequins. This is actually some gold confetti from Studio Katia to the top and bottom. And lately I've been using my tweezers and my craft pick for this process. It works really well. You just pick up the sequin or the confetti with your tweezers, add your glue, gently place it, and then hold it in place with the craft pick. That's been working for me. All right. And just like that, finished card. I really like how that turned out. Just a little bit of gold to pick up the gold sentiment. But I wanted to show you another card that I did. Same design, same idea, but this one just using only the fine detail gold powder. And I added in one color, just a little jelly bean green ink, and a teeny tiny blender brush to kind of go in and work in a little bit of green around the foliage. But again, the same idea, very gentle blend. It has a very luxe feel with that shiny gold, but I'm really happy with how both of these card designs turned out. Thanks so much for watching today. I would love to have you become a subscriber to my channel. And if you do, be sure to hit that gray bell below the video so you don't miss any videos when they post. Thanks for watching and have a great day.